Oh, that's annoying, having the door rub on the carpet like that. G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here. In today's video I want to show you first of all how to fix the base of that door to stop it from rubbing on the carpet, and secondly I want to show you how to remove a hinge pin. Now, removing a hinge pin on a brand new hinge is generally a pretty easy job, but on an older type hinge it can be quite tricky. So I'm going to show you a little trade secret that I've got that'll make it a piece of cake. Piece of cake, or is that piece of pie? Piece of pie. But anyway, first things first, let's tackle the base of that door. Let's do it. What you need to do first is you need to determine how much of the door you need to plane off. I've taken the liberty of removing the doorstop that was there. So it's quite a simple process of grabbing a pencil and scribing a line along the bottom of the door, and that'll tell us exactly how much to take off. So get your pencil with your lead up against the door like that, and run along the top of the carpet to make a line until your pencil goes to nothing, which is right there. Okay, if we have a close look, we'll see our line. I hope you can see that on the camera. Is right there. So we need to take that much off with a planer, and that will make sure that our door doesn't rub on top of the carpet. Happy days. Let's do it. To fix the bottom of that door, it's a pretty straightforward job, and the good news is I'm going to show you how to do it. But to do that, we have to remove this door. And to remove this door, we need to remove these hinge pins. Now, unless your hinge is brand new, it can be a little tricky. You see videos on YouTube and they're demonstrating how to remove a hinge pin, and it comes out like that. You know, as easy as that. That doesn't happen in real life, not with an old hinge. Old hinges can be rusty. More often than not, they've got about 100 years worth of paint all over the hinge. It makes it really hard to get the hinge pin out. Some hinge pins are even bent. This is how I remove a hinge pin, whether it's stubborn or not. I always use the same method. Now you can see here, I've put some low-tack tape, low-tack painter's tape, above the hinge and below the hinge, so that when I remove the pin occasionally can dig into the architrave or the jamb or the door itself and cause a bit of damage. So this tape just protects those surfaces from any impending damage. So when removing a door, you always start at the bottom hinge first, then work your way up to the top. And a big tip is have your door closed. Have it closed. It'll become evident later why that is a great idea. Just remember, keep it closed. So the tools for this job, pretty basic. All you need is a hammer, a nail punch, a set of pliers, and believe it or not, a set of goggles. Because whenever you're hitting two metal surfaces together like that, there's a small chance that a bit of that metal may break off and get into your eye, and we don't want that. So it's better to be safe than sorry. First of all, starting with the bottom hinge, get your punch, position it beneath your hinge, get your hammer and start tapping up. So tap, 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 and you can see the hinge pin starting to come up, which is a good sign. We'll stop there, remove the punch. Now this is where my little trade secret comes in, because if you've got a really tricky hinge pin, it's really hard with your punch to position it underneath the head and tap away without it occasionally slipping off and hitting your architrave or your door and scratching your door. So my little trade secret that I'm going to let you in on today, remember it's our secret, don't tell your mates, is we grab our pliers and we put the pliers beneath the head of the hinge pin and grip it really tight. And then we get our hammer and we tap the underside of our pliers, which makes the hinge come up quite easily. Look at that. Hey presto, out she comes. Too easy, camp easy. Now do the same thing to the other hinges and away we go. Look at that, 3 hinge pins taken out and the door is still there. It hasn't fallen off and hit me in the back of the head. Reason? Remember at the start of the video I said make sure the door's closed prior to removing those pins. And that's the reason. Up here for thinking, safety first, old safety boy. And to remove the door, all you have to do is open the handle and slide the door out. So we open the door handle, like that, and just slide the door out of its hinges. And there you go. How simple is that? Now let's tackle this door. Remember how the bottom of the door was hitting the carpet, which is why we took the door off in the first place. Now, we marked a mark with our pencil. It's about 1/8 of an inch up on the door and runs down to about here. So we need to grab our planer, electric, or a hand planer if you haven't got an electric planer, and plane this off. And just remember, never plane upwards and away from a door because there's a big chance of chipping that edge. So start from the top and plane down. Now, goggles on. Planer in hand. Let's do it. That's pretty good. Get some sandpaper, just rub the edge down a little bit so it's not so sharp, and we'll reinstall it. Let's go. I better show you what I do with the sandpaper. Grab your sandpaper and just rub the edge of the door where you've just planed, just to get it nice and smooth, like that. And a big tip is that particularly if this is an external door, you'll need to prime and top coat where you've taken that timber off, because you're going to have some raw timber there which will absorb moisture and blow your door out. Remember that, because that's a really good one. Don't say I didn't tell you. Now to reinstall the door, it's a pretty easy process. Just grab your door and line it up with your hinges like that. Line them all up and close your door like that. Now grab your bit of low tack painter's tape and put that back up there like that, just for a bit of protection for your door and your architrave. Now grab your hinge pin and your hammer, your pliers, and don't forget your goggles. Put your goggles on, get your pin, put it in to the hole like that. I like to jiggle the door a fraction just to get it in, get it started. Now get your pliers and your hammer, put your pliers on top of your hinge pin and tap down. Just like that. Too easy. And just continue the same method for the rest of your hinges. Job's done. Well, there you have it. It's all done. The bottom of the door's been planed off. The door's been reinstalled. Now there's only one thing left. Let's just see if the door is clear of that carpet. That's beautiful. So what have you learnt today? Well, you've learnt how to remove a hinge pin using my trade secret. You've learnt how to reinstall that hinge pin. You've learnt how to remove a door, how to reinstall a door, and how to plane the bottom off a door. Whew, that's one hell of a lesson. Great tip, Daz! And don't forget, if you found this video useful, please thumbs up, rate, comment, share, and please subscribe to my channel, Shane Conlon 1. Much appreciated. Till next time, cheers.